Welcome back, Canonites, to another episode of Canon Fodder, the show where I mooch off the hard work of others more directly than in any other segment on this channel. Serious jokes aside, let's not waste any time and dive in. This week starts us off with descriptions for two of Halo 5's maps. The first is called The Rig. Set on the once beautiful colony moon of Meridian, the moon itself glassed in 2551, mining platforms like this represent a desperate attempt to reclaim the opulence and splendor of Meridian's past. In the post-war era, there is little to do but mine the remains of the colony's surface. And as we've discussed at length, we will be seeing plenty of Meridian in Halo 5's campaign, in addition to the multiplayer. The next map is a Warzone map called March on Stormbreak. Sounds like something out of Game of Thrones. Set on the planet of Kamchatka, the Stormbreak mountain range is a figurative broken spine that was mended by Forerunners during the times long past. Not long after the planet's discovery, the UNSC put into motion plans to establish a military presence and control the local Forerunner sites. Sadly, there isn't much more to say on either map at this point. We've discussed Meridian practically to death, and Kamchatka is pretty much entirely new. Moving forward, though, Grimm has taken it upon himself to answer two more questions from the community. The first has to do with Sangheili naming conventions. On the old Halo Wars website, which is sadly now defunct, there were two Sangheili names that seemed to defy standard naming conventions. Regish Wamik, the field master seen here talking to the Arbiter Ripa Morami, and Jedek Zul, a Sangheili whose name seems to pay homage to two sci-fi classics, the Barsoom series by Edgar Rice Burroughs and Ghostbusters. Jedek was basically the name for a leader on Barsoom, a fictional version of Mars, and Zul is, well, Zul. Motherfucker Zul. I could be wrong though, and these might just be coincidences. So, what's the deal with these names? Well, it seems that Sangheili names like these tend to be tied to legends, battles, or warriors of the past, and as such will retain certain idiosyncrasies from those ancient Sangheili dialects. It would seem, too, that adding the EE honorific, which normally denotes military service, or the AI honorific that denotes swordsmanship, are generally avoided. On a side note, Regish Wamek had quite the career after the Harvest campaign, so much so that UNSC Techs created a boss construct for the March on Stormbreak scenario. The second question was about Kelly's English accent that was presented in the recent Blue Team footage. The person was asking why she didn't have it in Halo Legends, and well, Halo Legends takes a lot of artistic license. So yeah. So that wraps up the main article and brings us to the universe entries. This week we have Weapon Anti-Vehicle Model 6 Grindel, Galilean Nonlinear Rifle or Spartan Laser, and the Type 3 Refractive Dissonance Modifier Camouflage or Active Camouflage. There's not a whole lot to discuss with either. The Spartan Laser was developed alongside the Gungnir Mjolnir variant, hence the colloquialism. Active Camo is a little more interesting as it's revealed that it was developed based on a distinct branch of Baffler system, a Baffler being the name for a type of Forerunner camouflage. Though never confirmed, it is likely that what the Didact used to hide his Krypton during this scene from the end of Halo 4's level Forerunner was a Baffler. Well, that wraps up this week. Short, but I'd say pretty sweet. I didn't really care for the second question about Kelly's accent, but I understand that not everyone is as canon savvy as I. Cool as it would be, these articles aren't really meant just for me and the most canon savvy among us, they're meant for a broader audience. As much to enlighten us as to bring new people in. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and until next time, this has of course been Halo Canon. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, subscribing, and sharing it around. You are the reason I get to keep doing this, so thank you, profusely thank you. If you want to dive deeper into Halo's lore, head over to the Halo Archive. It's a lore-based community that welcomes everyone from experts to rookies. No matter what your working knowledge, you'll be sure to find a friend and a good time.